Welcome back to the 5-minute masterclass. In the last couple of episodes, okay, first off, we talked about building out a hit list of promoters that are perfect for us. Then we moved on to how we would go around pitching them. What was the mindset that we would use when we started to pitch this list? But then we got to realize before anything happens, I mean, if we reach out to a load of new promoters that have never heard of us from all over our country, our surrounding countries, and we do it in a way that gets them interested or gets them curious, the first thing they're going to do to kind of check you out is they're going to go and check your socials. Now, socials get a bad rap in dance music. Everybody's moaning on about blah, 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 social media. You got to be a social media expert these days. I understand it can get frustrating. But what I want you to think about is, think of it more like a CV. Think of it more like an EPK. Think of it more like a background check. If you reach out to a promoter that has never heard of you and you actually have an interesting pitch, you bring them an opportunity that they're interested in and they go and check you out, this kills it or this pushes it on to the next step, one or the other. If they check out your socials and they see nothing of interest, they see nothing that backs up that you are somebody that could carry out what you've just pitched, they see no motivation, they see nothing exciting happening, they just see a flyer dump with whatever flyers promoters have given you for whatever gigs you've played. By the way, the most boring shit content you could ever post online. I know you have to do it. It's part of the game, but mix it up. Stop putting me to sleep in your Instagram feed. Or if you're just sharing your Beatport releases or screenshots of your, hey, I charted 98th in the Beatport top 1000. If this is what your content looks like, and maybe mixed up with a bit of your dinner and your auntie's dog, well, they're going to check you out and they're going to go, I can pass on this. There's nothing special about this artist whatsoever. On the other hand, if you have interesting socials, if you're telling your story interesting, and really, it's not about the socials. It's not about them looking and going, ooh, I love a good Instagram account. The socials are a window that the promoter can look through to see you. So forget about Instagram, forget about Facebook, forget about TikTok. I want you to think of it as a window, a virtual window through which any promoter that you reach out to can look through and get a look at you and see, hey, do I want to work with this person? Now, what are you putting at the other side of that window? Is it a boring DJ that's just the same as every other DJ out there? Or are you telling a pretty cool story that's your story that's true to you? So you don't need to be doing next level, fully edited, well thought out content. But what I say to the DJs that I work with is you need to tell a story. You need to tell your story. You need to just document what's going on. Your head is pouring with stories. And you just need to tell them. You also are a wealth of music knowledge. You have, I would imagine, if you're a DJ, you have a passion for music. You have a passion for a set group of artists. You have a passion for a set group of clubs and festivals. You'll have a passion for such a catalogue of back music and new music and labels. But if I check out your socials, you're just showing me pictures of artwork. I can't listen to those. I can't learn about those. I can't learn about you from those. They just tell me nothing. They tell me that you were at a place at a time and I can't go there. So what your social should be, curate a little bit. Show me a bit of the music that you're discovering. Turn me on to some of the artists that you're listening. Show me some of the classics that molded you as an artist. Show me some of the clubs that were influential on your journey. Tell me about them. Tell me about the people that you met. Tell me about the people that you're collabing with. Show me photos of you with them. Show me videos of you with them in the studio. Show me videos of you performing and tell me about the night. Create some track lists of some of the music that you're playing at the minute and talk to me about it. It doesn't have to be written. It can just be you in front of a camera. It could be you voicing over. It could be whatever speaks to you. Just give me something interesting. So when I find you, I can sink my teeth into you. I can binge. If I find a new podcast that I like and I listen to one episode, I'll binge it. I'll become a fan. I'll go back and I'll listen to them all. You've done it. If I find a new podcast series that's amazing, I'll go back and I'll listen to them all. Well, what if I discovered your socials? Can I binge? Or can I just kind of scroll for a minute or two and go, okay, that's it? You want lots of interesting stuff on there. Now, it doesn't, if you're thinking, God, I don't know how to create interesting content. Look at the Kardashians, right? You're probably not a Kardashians fan. I amn't either. But it's one of the biggest TV programs of the last, decade. And they're megastars. But like, hone in on the content around them that got the world captivated. It was nothing. It was just following them in their day-to-day life and a snippet of this and a snippet of that. Really, not a lot happened. That's probably oversimplifying it. I know they dramatize the program and whatnot, but what I mean is it was just following their day-to-day lives. Hop on before that, like Big Brother. An episode of Big Brother, quite often nothing happened. They did the live 24-hour streams on Big Brother on Channel 4, and there was nothing happening. Quite often they were dubbing over it with birdie noises because they couldn't broadcast what they were saying, and people would sit and watch it. Humans are interested in other humans. We naturally latch onto stories. And on your socials, if you're just sharing a little snippet of what's going on in your life today, a little snippet the next day, and telling it in story format, well then, that's good enough. It doesn't need to be Steven Spielberg. It just needs to be you, and it needs to be true. And if a promoter checks that out and sees you showcasing the music that you love, the things that you're doing, and what you're about, well then they've got a good measure of you. And you need no followers. This content doesn't need lots of likes. The engagement doesn't matter. The content matters. The person behind it matters. The intention matters. Because we're not looking to smash these socials into outer space. Not yet. That's not what this is about. We're looking to build a relationship with the person. And so when we hold up the window and let the promoter look through, we want to bring them on our story with us. If you want to actually figure out how to build out a month of social media content with this story format, if you look on my YouTube channel, YouTube/, if you're on it now watching this video, or if you're on the podcast, it's youtube.com/under the booth. Look for the storyteller video. There's a coaching session that I did where I run through with my artists a month of social media content, how to build out it exactly. I give you a worksheet and a template that you can follow to fill it out and make it really, really easy. I do the same for the curator stuff. And it just makes it really easy and really, really interesting. To build 1 million followers might take you a lifetime. But to have really interesting socials, you can do that today. It's really quick to do, and it will change how your bookings take place. Because when we're reaching out to all these new promoters, they're going to check us out. And so we want to tell them a story that they're going to want to get behind. People buy into people, so show them who you are. That's the most important thing about socials. It's probably contrary to what most people say. Hey, smash your following, get thousands of millions of views, go viral. Look, I built multi-million follower platforms, and that has its place, and we can discuss that in other podcasts, but that's not why we do this. We want you to tell your story. So that's been this 5-minute masterclass. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one. Cheers. Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you've made it this far, please do me a favor. Like, subscribe so you can get all the future content, and let me know in the comments what you thought of this video. But more importantly, if you're a DJ that wants to get more bookings, if you want to lock in better clubs, better festivals, and more of them, I want to give you the system that we use to do this with DJs. I want to give you the full blueprint, all the training to run you through it, and any of the tools and templates that you need. There's a link in the description down below where you can go and get it now for free. Go help yourself. Let me help you. Let's get you booked together. The link is below. Did I mention like and subscribe? Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.